A very good afternoon to one and all. In this video, I will discuss about India-EU trade negotiations as the last week, their trade chiefs have arrived in India for further negotiations, and Indian Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal have also set to go to European Union for further negotiations, which is going to be completed by November this year. So both countries have their aspirations. So I will in this video discuss about these issues and what is EU's importance for India, what EU is looking for India, and what is basically this trade deal is going on, and what India needs, what is basically the hindrance in this trade deal. So if I start about the EU's importance for India, so there is a big importance of EU for Indian point of view. EU is India's largest trading partner, and the trade in 2024 have reached to $120 billion, which is very high. This trade have increased up to 90% since last decade. So definitely there is a big importance for us, and EU is also the second largest FDI source for us, the foreign direct investment source, and for EU in global south, India is the largest trading partner. So definitely this is a big importance, and both EU and India are looking for the major aspirations of fruitful negotiations in this trade deal. So what India needs from EU? We need a holistic investment from European Union in its digital infrastructure, IT and legal services. Digital infrastructure and digital connectivity is very crucial in this era of artificial intelligence, and such investment from European Union, which is definitely have a high technology of this, will be a great deal for us. And there are a lot of challenges with India is struggling these days, including climate change, poor cities planning, drainage, and for that we also need investment from European Union. And with that, we all know that there is a global gateway initiative of European Union, which is an approach of European Union to have a clean, digital and a smart access to the digital connectivity. So this is, with the help of that, they have already invested around $25 million in India's renewable energy sectors, IT sectors, digital infrastructure, and several other things. So for the future point of view, India also need cooperation on the rare earth metals and other renewable energy resources. There is a big untapped potential in this trade deal, though it has have increased a lot, but for upcoming years there is a big untapped potential, and this potential needs to be explored by both countries for a sustainable development of the world, and as well as for the betterment of both EU and India. Now coming to the European Union, what European Union needs from us? Basically there are so many hindrances. Firstly, I will talk about the hindrance. The hindrance are the India's imports of oil and gases from Russia, and the second hindrance is India's big tariffs to EU. So EU wants India to reduce their oil imports from Russia. At the same time, they want us to reduce the trade, reduce the tariffs, and definitely they also want the access of Indian market. India is having a very big market, a nation of 140 crore people, so definitely a very big market. So therefore EU needs access to India's automobile market, as well as India's liquor, scotch, whiskey, and several other markets. So with both these automobile and scotch, whiskeys and markets, it's what something that EU needs majorly, and the negotiations are going on for that. So for future point of view, both EU and India needs to explore major, needs to open up the gates of the major negotiations to have a better trade deal. And this trade deal will be very helpful for us at this uncertainty times when we have been impacted by the 50% tariffs of US. And definitely this is going to impact us a lot, as the report says that 40 billion exports will be hit by this will be hit by this tariffs of US. 40 billion exports, and our labor intensive sector will be majorly hit, and those low skilled people, those who are engaged in textile, jewelry, and several other labor intensive sectors, their job are in danger nowadays, and we need to diversify our exports. For diversification, such free trade agreements to EU and other nations are very crucial. So definitely for the future point of view, we are hoping for the best, and we want our trade exports to be diversified, as well as we want our products that we are manufacturing to be increased and their quality to be increased, that should be competitive in the whole world market. Thank you.